Okay, the game has started and it's my opponent to go first. I have the Q and chi is the obvious word that comes to mind, and possibly caddy or cade through an A. I also have korma, Qorma, if my opponent were to play an A. So those are a few of the Q words I can be looking to play on this first move. If my opponent does change, I'll be playing QI for sure. Okay, that makes things a little tricky. The QI doesn't play and my opponent doesn't provide an A for caddy or cade. I also don't have a T for going at the end of vex to come down this column, J, but I'll bear that in mind for future reference if it remains available. I suppose I have dorm holding on to the Q, which is not really what I wanted to do, but I don't seem to have a choice in the matter this turn. I'll go for 21 dorm. Okay, I have QI above the DE. And I don't have an O for going under ox to make oxo. And the one vowel is going to make this rack quite restrictive in what I can do with it. So my candidate play at the moment is QI, just get rid of the Q and move on. The other option would be cat through an A, should my opponent play one. I do now have the T for going at the end of vex. That's been blocked. I'm looking at this O spot here, and I have the K. I don't see much more than kid over there. Decent score, but shocking rack leave. Hard to turn down the score, but in this case getting rid of the Q is a priority. And I don't think dorm takes an I. I think it's just the Y. I'll just get rid of the Q and see what I can do on the next rack. I do draw another vowel, which is a relief. 7 consonants would be almost a certain change. If this hotspot remains available on the next turn, I'd have cure, I guess. Cure. I don't think cured is good. No, just cure. That's been taken. And I have no vowel for going under the N. So T can go under op, but that doesn't help me in scoring decently because that's not going to get the double word. I guess I have Merc here. For 28. Yeah, that looks alright. That's looking a little closer to bingo territory, so feeling a little bit more relieved. Refitted through an F. I don't think there's a 7 here. I have the re prefix and the ed ending. I have the IER ending, which might produce something through the right floater. The opponent has played, and I'll be looking to score something with T, E, and D, I think. Maybe tied here. Not much of a score. Oh, sorry, not tied. Teed. That's a really nice rack leave. 16 points. I don't think there's going to be much better on offer. Still some good bingo lanes across row 5 and row 13, and also column N. So I'll go with this for 16. Right, I draw the Y and the U, which isn't ideal. Very close to a bingo here. Genuity, but for the R. I think can't see anything with the V, and I don't think punt takes a Y. Punty doesn't sound familiar. The Y and the U are the obvious flies in the ointment here. So can I score half decently with the Y and the U without exposing too much? I suppose I have just Ryan Nye for 12, but that certainly can't be best. I don't have an A for going above bide. I can't think of any extensions down from the top. Carabide, maybe? No, but that's nothing near what I have. So let's focus on what we can do. The Y and the U. Maybe just Guy. Try again with that great rack leave of TIRE. Okay, this is looking more like it. I have the IEST ending again. But nothing Bitsia. Yeah, that did jump out at me. As I was about to say, nothing jumping out at me. So, does that play anywhere? Does Dorm take an E? Because that would play down here. Bitsia for 88. No, I didn't think it did. That appears to be the only spot. Bitsia. Unless Bitsia does have an anagram that I can't quite see. Again, it almost plays here, but just fails on the last letter. Okay. I don't think punt takes an E either, so no, that just doesn't look right. Anyway, I've given up the hunt, and I'm just going to balance with Jib. Right, a few bingos there. Atresia plays at the top. Asteria, Atresia, and Aristae still plays. Anything with a B? I think there is something with the B there. I can't see it. I'm going with Asteria. Okay, that looks good as well. What have we got? Linings. Is that good? Something down from the E for a four-timer. Erasable. Okay. Ensiling, I think. Ensiling, yeah. What have we got? The VP, bit clunky there. Something across onto the L. Hotspot here. PH word. And what other hotspots are available? Maybe just Volta down here. Close the board down a bit since I do have a lead. Volta. Is that even good? Volti with an I. Decent rack leaf, so I would go for that unless there's something better here. Haven't identified a PH word that reaches fot. No, nothing there. I think volte is what I would be looking at here. And then see what opponent plays. They're down to 7.5 minutes, and we have one blank, an S, and yeah, a lot of the bingo-y tiles. Oh, there's still a few there, yeah. I think volte sorts the rack out as well as I can hope for. Score-wise, this is probably the best here still, so that's... can't see anything across. Erasable. Don't think it has any front hooks there. And no front hooks for Asteria that I know of. So, a key. Opponent has played FA at the top there, and I'll be going with volte. Okay, what have we got here? I thought I might have the PH play there, something like photo or photon, but just the one O. I have the out prefix. I don't know if that helps. Out. I almost have conepatal. Conepatal. Yeah. Cone component of the word. And what else? I have pounds, I guess. I can't see a 7 here, but it does look very close. I might be missing something. Something weird is happening with my my mouse here, so I don't know what that is. Okay, opponent does score 24 with JA and JO there. Something across onto the L. I do have the CH, I didn't consider that actually. Must be able to get across. Shoot, I have. That's 26 or something like. Yeah, that's not a bad score. Any rack leave is okay, I guess, not great. Can I somehow incorporate the P there? Yeah, I think I'll go with this one. Okay, I've duplicated A's and N's, so probably won't be bingoing this turn. Piano. What else have I got here? I have the non prefix. I have Apian as a 5. Apian, apial maybe across here. I'd prefer to get rid of the N. No-pal is it's no pale, I think, is good. Not no no-pal. I have A for going in front or in between V and G, so maybe, and the I guess. So maybe a play like Pain over here. That's 27. Or Apian, even better. Apian for 34. Now opponent has played Hoddins there. And wondering if I need to address the hotness of that triple word score there. I mean, a play of OP scores pretty decently there, 31, and takes out the hot spot, so my opponent can't score too much there. Just looking at the Z is still to come with a W, so ZHO could be quite deadly. Mind you, ZHO wouldn't be too bad. I think I might actually go for Apian here. I like the tile turnover. 34. And ON, yeah, that's a decent rack leave. I think I might go with this. Routing and touring, I think, is good as well, isn't it? No, it's not. It's routing. Ouch, that was a big score. 51. So it didn't pay off. I think I was probably best to close that down. Now routing, does that have an anagram? I don't know why I thought touring was good. Trigon, is that good? Trigon? Yeah. So we're neck and neck, 366 each. Opponent's got the Z and a very flexible rack, so I'd say he's got the game in the bag here. Unless he can't score well with his last tiles. I mean, I've got Fog and Gal for a mediocre score. That's 12's not going to be enough. Vag only takes an S, I believe. An I and an S. And I've basically just got to hope that opponent can't score too much with a Z. Fog and Gal, do I even have another outplay? I'm not sure I do. Oh, I do, yeah. FAS and Fog there. 13, so 1 extra point. I've got to take the tiles back. Fog, that's 12, so 13 at the top, I think is maybe as much as I can squeeze out. Yeah. Well, opponent's got Trez and Tars there, so that'll be enough for him anyway. But he might be looking for even more than that. So I'll just have to wait for that play. I suppose he has Lutz as well across there. So yeah, it'll be a margin too large for me to make up with Fog, unless there's some amazing parallel play I've overlooked. It's a pity I didn't have an I instead of the O. I'd have GIF there. Say the O was an I, that'd be 25. But even that wouldn't be enough. Anyway, just waiting for my opponent to find that 30 plus point play. $36, I believe it is, that he'll find there. And nothing goes in front of the Z. Oh, he didn't find it. 24 points. Still probably enough for him to win. Fog was the most I could see. Actually, Fog's here might be a bit more. 16. Wow, it just shows you. Always worth having a second look around the board, and a third look, fourth look for that matter. I don't think it's enough though. 16 puts me on 382. Oh, actually it might be enough. Yeah, I think it is. Fog's for 16. Oh, wow. 2-point win. That was fortunate. Let's have a look. I'll just thank my opponent. Let's have a look at what we missed. So we'll go back to the start of the game, and I'll just be looking at my own racks. Dorm looked okay for 21. I think that was my play. And then that was opponent's. Oh, jumped ahead. Kid was suggested here. I did think of Kid. I had the word down. I just didn't want to be stuck with that Q. It's right down the bottom, but perhaps I should have gone with Kid. It just looked like such an awful rack leave and an almost certain change if I was to pick up 3 consonants, but I guess the score was so much better for Kid that it justified the risk. Anyway, I went with QI. Opponent's rack, that was my next rack. Merc was the one I played there, so that looks alright. A key again, that was my play. Teed, I believe, was my play. Analyzer liked that one too. And then that was my rack. Guy was suggested at N8. Okay, so N8. But N8. guy. I thought I tried that and it didn't allow it. Anyway, what did I play? I was way down the list there. Guy at 13H. Okay, that was strange because I thought I'd placed Guy there, but I thought Punty wasn't good. Anyway, I missed that one then. I played Guy down there. My next rack was Jib, and that looked best. As there was no bingo, that was opponent's rack. And then Asteria at 4B was where I played it, but they were suggesting a 2I, the analyzer. Oh, 2I, making sure Asteria. Okay, it exposes 2 trips, more volatile, but giving me a shot at one of the trips. Opponent couldn't use both or block both. So, yeah, the points, extra 7 points may be worth the volatility, I guess. And the next rack was Insulin was best at 2H. Again, using the S hook for Hewer, so Insulin there, slightly more points, but Ensiling looks alright for the 4-timer, doesn't give much back. And my rack was Volte, was analyzer saying was best given the options. And then opponent's rack, pound set. Wow. That's one I haven't seen for a long time. It's only vaguely familiar to me when I look at it now. But 2F, that was from there again. Chewer. Nice. Pound set. So you can put a T at the end of pounds. I would have pounced on that if I'd spotted it, but it wasn't to be this time. I'll remember it for next game. And Appian looks like the optimal play according to analyzer, so happy to have spotted that one. Opponent had that big ouch play, and my rack was this here. There was no bingo. Routing, obviously. Yeah, I think I played, what did I play here? Trigon, but Trogon was better because of, I guess, the eye was more useful in the end game. So Trogon would have been better. Opponent, let's have a look at opponent's top play. Trez or Ritz or Lutz, all for 36 from C2 to C across there. So that would have put the nail in the coffin for me, but luckily he didn't spot the plays, those 3. And I managed to run out a winner with Fogs for 16, and that was the end of the game. So very close at the end there. Just important to look around the board, I think, and don't latch on to the first good move you spot. Just keep looking around. If you're not under time pressure, use your time. As you can see, I still had a bit of time left at the end there, so a lot of the top players do utilize 95% of their time each and every game, so I'll be aiming to do that. So that was the end of that one, and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and join us next time.